Okay, every mama, can we talk about the terrible twos for a second? Because last week, I was on this very important phone call trying to sound like a semi-functional adult, and my son picked that exact moment to dump an entire bowl of watermelon onto the carpet and then scream like I'd cancel his birthday. I muted myself, looked at my belly, closed my eyes, and thought, I would like to return this child, please. Do you accept returns? Here's the thing though, when I used to raise my voice, it never actually fixed anything. He'd just cry louder, like he was the victim in all this. So I went down the internet rabbit hole, and every article said, hold space for their feelings, validate their emotions. Well, cool, but I'm not a saint. Why do I have to be calm when I am the one to do all those cleaning? Then I find three tricks that genuinely change things. Let me break them down. Trick number one. Get down on their level. Stop towering over them like a disappointed giant. Literally crouch down so your eyes meet theirs. My friend Jess tried this mid-meltdown at Target and said it was almost instant. Her daughter just stopped mid-scream like someone hit pause. Turns out a lot of bad behavior is really just a tiny human screaming, Mom, look at me. And when you are standing above them barking instructions, they are basically confirming their worst fear. Nobody's actually paying attention. But the second you crouch down, something shifts. You are not the scary authority figure anymore. You are just a person. Right there with them. Half the time, I don't even say anything once I'm down there. Just getting to eye level does most of the work. And here's the bonus. It also buys you a second to breathe instead of reacting from the 3 feet above in full I'm furious mode. Tip number 2. The silence bear hug. When you are about to snap, just don't say a single word. Just walk over and wrap them up tight. Here's why this one is sneaky genius. Toddlers can verbally process, I'm overwhelmed and I don't know how to calm down, but their nervous system understands pressure and warmth immediately. That's why genuinely swaddling works on newborns. Turns out it doesn't fully stop working at 2. A tight hug is basically a full-body "you are safe" signal that skips right past their tiny, still under construction language center. Anything that comes out of your mouth in that moment is also going to sound like a threat, even if you don't mean it that way, because your voice is probably shaking with rage anyway. But a hug can be misread. Hold on, even if they squirm. You are not retraining them. You are just staying. My son usually fights it for about 10 seconds, then goes completely limp like a little sandbag. That's how you know it worked. Trick number 3. The dramatic fake weak mom card. I used to try to win every standoff, matching his energy, calmly explaining why hitting is wrong. The whole responsible parent script didn't work. Now, if he taps me a little too hard, I grab my hand and go full soap opera. Oh, that really hurt. Be gentle with mommy, okay? And I swear his little face drops immediately. His whole face changes, like he just remembered he's supposed to be the protector, not the attacker. Here's what's actually happening. Toddlers this age are just starting to develop empathy, and they are desperately for a role where they feel big and capable instead of small and told what to do all day. Flipping from angry mom to delicate damsel for 3 seconds hands him exact that role. My friend Priya does her own version. She says, "Oh no, you hurt my feelings," in the saddest voice possible, and her son runs to get her a blankie to make it better. It does more than any timeout ever will, and it costs you zero dignity you can't fake right back. Toddlers are secretly obsessed with feeling like the hero. Use that. Look, let's keep it real. Keeping your cool when your toddler is acting like a tiny volcano is incredibly tough. Parenting is the most rewarding job, but it's also the most draining. Whether you are at home with the kids all day or balancing a job, we are all running on empty sometimes. I used to lose my temper over the smallest thing because my mom battery was constantly hitting 1%. That's when it hit me. I can't pour into my son if my own cup is bone dry. To find my balance again, I started using a digital tool called the Midas Manifestation program. It's basically a self-paced online audio system that uses specific sound frequencies to wash away that heavy mom anxiety. Whenever my son naps, I just put my headphones on for a few minutes. It's like hitting a reset button that shifts me from just surviving to actually thriving. If you are feeling totally burnt out, I really encourage you to try it. I've linked their energy alignment quiz in the description. It's a super quick, eye-opening test that shows you exactly where your energy is stuck. Trust me, every mama, when you are regulated, your toddler will naturally follow your lead. There's no perfect parenting manual here, every mama. You don't need to be a saint who absorbs every meltdown with a zen smile. You just need to be a little sneaky about it. That's basically the whole secret. If any of this helped, even a tiny bit, hit subscribe. I talk real mom stuff here every week. No fluff, no perfect parent nonsense. And tell me in the comments what's the wildest thing your toddler has done at the worst possible time. I need to know I'm not alone here. Alright, until next time, bye!